Alright folks, it's been quite a while since I've posted a video or a progress on anything that I've made. I'm a busy guy, I got a family, full-time job, other projects, build motorcycles when I'm not making crafty shit like this. I made a video when I purchased this Premier strap off of eBay. As you can see, it is just a Premier reproduction strap. This was an NWA tag strap. I never had the plates. But that's where the strap came from. So what I did, I believe the last video showed a cardboard design of the concept that I had, and I was going to be making the plates out of wood, which I have made the basic shapes out of them. I mean, here's the strap. It's a Premier strap. Just there are plates screwed to this right now. As you can see, there's screws here, and these are just short wood screws. Just little legs. They hold just fine. Don't need any washers or anything like that. They hold very, very solid. They have been on there for more than 2 years and have not fallen off. So, as you can see, this is 1/4-inch plywood. It's about the same dimension as an actual size 4mm plate. It's actually just a little bit bigger, but you'll lose some thickness during sanding. As you can see, there's a border sketched out. A couple of jewel spots sketched out, your wording plates, your main center banner, and of course maybe your nameplate down here or whatnot. This is a 5-plate. I got a 2x8 snap set that already came on when I bought the strap, along with the female snaps. There's no tip on it yet because I haven't purchased one. I probably will. There's not going to be any property plate on this because I don't see a reason for one. This is a very simple design. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering what kind of materials to use, what's easiest to use, what looks the best. It doesn't really matter. As long as you like what you're doing, just do it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, what anybody else likes. If it's your vision, that's what it should be. The reason, now logically, have a seat here. The reason I chose wood is, we get a little better design. Now there are some dents in here. I'll be filling those because somebody got a little happy with a pellet gun. And there she is. There's my daughter. Say hi to my YouTube world. And there's Gus the Wonder Dog doing what he does. Kayla, you have a Musical.ly, right? What's your Musical.ly name? What's your name on Musical.ly? What? Alright, if you guys are into Musical.ly or you like that stuff, follow R Horton01, RHORTON01 at Musical.ly. You'll find my daughter Michaela. That'd be nice because she does have a father and I am very mean. Anyway, so back to the business here. The reason I chose plywood, this 1/4-inch plywood, is if you look right here, you see the layers. This first, second, and third layer are actually perfect for doing this because when you start engraving, which I will do, this first layer right here, you won't go past that, so you'll get the nicest texturing design. It'll look nice and engraved. You can do all your texture work because you have that second thicker piece, so it's a little more forgiving. So that's why I chose this, because I can go along with my knife set and whatever else, and I can get these all engraved out and etched in, and then I can start laying in gold leafing or do like a dual plating, do a silver and gold, or just do a texture paint or whatever I'm going to do. And the reason I don't care this strap is kind of busted up, as you see there, it's got a hole in it, and this one's all messed up. This is supposed to look like an antique when it's done, just an old relic of a belt, because they don't stay perfect forever, they just replace them. But this one, another thing you can do with plywood is this is really easy to curve. All you have to do is you get on the back, you take all your screws out, those come right out. Then you take your plate and you throw it in a bucket of water, just straight cold water. You don't want to leave it in there for too long because this is laminated plywood, and these layers will, over time, they'll separate and they'll pop off. So you want to be real careful. And then basically what you do is the wood becomes pliable enough for you to bend it around things. I'm sorry, my camera work isn't the greatest. This is actually trying to film this with a broken arm. I had a motorcycle wreck last month. I'm fine. The bike's fine. I'm ready to get back on it. Just gotta get this cast off. But this stuff is really easy to work with. Another thing about these screws is I don't exactly remember which ones I used. You can find them at your hardware store in specific length, so they don't do what I did. If you look right here, basically everywhere there's a screw, it's punched through. So I'll have to take those screws out and I'll have to grind them down, and then put them back in, which is, it's easy to do. You know, I have a job in manufacturing. I use lots of heavy tools, so I have a little bit of a competitive edge. So kids, get your parents' permission or their assistance when you're messing with sharp items, cutting tools, saws, pliers, whatever it may be. Anything that you think you're going to hurt yourself with, get an adult. And if you're an adult, just be careful. You know, wear gloves, wear safety glasses. Your protection is worth it. Very simple side plate design, nothing fancy. This is actually a wearable item, and this does fold up in the dimensions. The strap is not at all soft. It's pretty stiff, but it folds over nice. It lays good. It fits in the hand nicely. It actually looks legitimate in its shape. And this I stenciled out an MMA design just because I saw it on something. I'll probably change it up, but the bordering is there. Got a little dirt, a little smudge. But this is all going to be resanded. You know, we use sanding blocks like that. Just dual-sided sanding blocks. Just real simple stuff. Rulers, pens, pencils, an X-Acto knife set. That's really much all you need until it's time to design it. Now, the reason I purchased this strap is because I personally think it's a pain in the ass just to make them, and then you got to do all the snaps. And I mean, I've done it before, and I've done it successfully, as most of my followers have seen on my other videos. I can do straps and so on and so forth. I just found a quicker way to do it. It was actually cheaper to find this used strap off of eBay, and I think I paid $25 for it. And I was using a treadmill mat that a lot of my predecessors that are also belt makers, you know, for recreation, fun, or whatever it may be, that they led me on to. As a couple of guys. Jose Championship belts, that was one of the guys. The other guy, I'll tag him later on in the comments, but forgive me, I forget his name at the moment. He knows who he is when he will watch this video. If he will tag himself, that would be awesome too. Because that guy was the first guy to, I believe, use the matting, the treadmill mat actually. But then by the time you do that, you buy the snaps, and it's kind of really hard to texture those because you can't get this tooling on the treadmill mat. The treadmill mat worked great. It's soft, it's pliable, and it's very strong. But I did not have a treadmill mat to do so this time around. I may put a backing on this. I may not, since it's just supposed to be like a beat up, you know, it's not supposed to be like, not like your hardcore belt, not like just completely butchered like they did to that. Swig of Pepsi for the working man. It's just supposed to look used, weathered, nothing fancy. I haven't got back to this, but I've had some time off due to my motorcycle accident, so I figured I'd make you guys a video. For all those that have had questions, I've been kind of out of the loop for a while. I've had, you know, some things in my personal life go on that needed my direct attention, and just, you know, doing what I got to do. Yeah, I'm back at it now, a little more socially available. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, or you're curious about something, you're a belt maker, you got a video you want me to check out, go ahead and post a link down there in the comments. Leave a comment, question, concern, anything you guys want. You know, you subscribe to me, I subscribe right back to you. If you have interesting videos to post, subscribe, comment. Build what you want to build. You know, I've always had that same positive message at the end of every video. It doesn't matter what you build or who likes it. If you liked it, you built it, you created it, and it's what you wanted, I'm pissed on what everybody else says. As long as you're happy with it, you're happy with it. That's all that matters. So until next time, I'll probably do a progress video when I start doing the finish work on the plates and trying to figure out what I'm going to get for the side plate designs. It may be something pretty simple, but haven't quite decided yet. you guys got some interesting videos, I'd love to see them. Let me know what you guys are building. Show me what you guys are building. Post links down there in the comments if you want me to check something out. I'd be happy to take a look at it. For a crossover audience, there is a motorcycle that I posted on my page. It's just a couple of seconds, it's about 10-second videos, 2 a piece, of just my motorcycle idling. I built that bike from scratch. That's another one of my passions in life, is motorcycles and building cars. I got a couple of classic cars. I got my 2 bikes, one that I built, one that I bought. I'll be doing a progress video on the building and application of a TC Brothers hardtail section on the motorcycle, mounting forward controls, creating your own forward controls, mounting fenders, gas tanks, exhaust pipes, things like that. So check those videos out, share them with people that want to build bikes. If you don't want to build bikes, you want to build belts, build belts. I don't give a shit. Build whatever you want to build. Until next time, guys, I appreciate all my subscribers, everybody that watches, everybody that comments. I thank the hell out of you guys, and hopefully we get this, we can keep it up on this. We got to keep you guys in the loop. Until next time, fellas, ladies and fellas, bye-bye.